Hello everyone, we are back. Formula 2 in 2025 starts right here with Inside F2, and we're kicking off the season with our first driver interview of the year, the same as we did last year, Paraguayan sensation Josh Dürksen. Josh, how are you, my friend, and how was your off-season?
Hi Fraser, how are you? All good, thanks. Just ready to drive again. It's a bit cold in here in Europe. I prefer some heat, but I guess the better temperatures are gonna come soon. So anyway, I'm just really excited to be driving soon again.
Yeah, definitely. You're in Switzerland at the moment. Am I right by saying that? Are you training at the moment in Switzerland or?
Yeah, exactly. So my home base, let's say, for the race weekends or like for the race season is usually in Switzerland. So during the race season, I'm staying there, and then when we have more like 1 month free or something, then I go back to Paraguay. But I'm basically 9 months in Switzerland, and the rest of the 3 months in Paraguay, let's say. But yeah, so just getting myself adapted again to the colder temperatures.
It's freezing over here in Europe. In the UK right now, it's about 3 degrees, and I don't think I've warmed up since about November last year. It's been
That's
absolutely freezing.
crazy. Yeah.
How much time did you get to go back? How much time did you get to spend in Paraguay? How much did you get to go back?
Yeah, so actually, after the postseason test, I went back to Paraguay, and I could be for Christmas and New Year. I could have been with my family, and I stayed there, I think, until mid-January. Then I went for 1 week to Finland to make some ice driving, and then go back to Paraguay for 1.5 weeks, and then came back now to Europe. So my body is quite uh, quite lost, like from 35 degrees to -9, and then 35 again, and now 0 degrees. It's it's a bit tough for my body, but
Yeah.
that's no issue. I'm young, so my body is able to hold this change of temperatures.
Yeah, definitely. That's a shock to the system, though. Ice driving, did you say? Have you done that before? And does that help in a Formula Two?
Actually, it was my first time, and I really enjoyed it. It's really cool. Like I guess it helps to know a bit better how to control the car when you're sliding. Of course, in F2 everything happens much quicker, but it was really fun because like everything was happening like on slow-mo, like slow motion. And then, for example, you will shoot one corner and you see you're gonna crash because you feel the grip is not there, and you just have enough time to think about it. You see the wall coming to you, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna crash, but you have enough time to think about it. So it's quite funny. It's quite fun, and I really enjoyed it, to be honest. It was really cool experience.
You'll be praying for some wet races this year then, because your car control in the wet is looking good after that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think for this the ice drifting training will help for sure.
Love that. Good stuff. All right, I'm glad you had a good winter break. How do you reflect on your 2024 season, your first season in Formula 2? We spoke this time last year. I know you were excited for it, and you were kind of like, let's see how the season goes. Who would have thought that you'd have ended the season with a feature race win? I mean, what a year. What a year.
Yeah, to be honest, it was quite unexpected for me because for sure I had a tough season in the Formula Regional, but I still knew what I was capable of doing. But I saw also the level of the drivers, and I was like, okay, like my realistic target was like, okay, I would like to finish for sure in the mid-season to the end of the season. I want to start to be on the top tens and getting some points, and start to be on the game. I never expected to get my first podium on round four, and then another podium in Monza, and then the sprint race win in Baku, and then the feature race win in Abu Dhabi, which helped me to enter actually the top 10 on the standings of the final championship, which, to be honest, I didn't expect. I was like, okay, if I finish top 15 on the championship, I think it's gonna be a good year. And then finished top 10. So this was for sure unexpected. It was just cool to see how the team was progressing and developing, how I was also developing myself with the team and with the car. And everything was just like getting together and getting connected. And it was just really cool to finish this season with a feature race win. I think that's the best feeling, because now I can say for 2 months or 3 months that I'm the last F2 race winner. Yeah, so that's cool.
Definitely making the most of that. Yeah, well, listen, we've got so much to talk about. We're going to talk a little bit more about that win, about AIX as well, and obviously the partnership you've got with the team. We've had so many questions come in from the fans. Listen, we can't sit here and read them all to you because we would literally be here all day. But I've picked a few out, and I'm going to read them out as we go through. And I'm going to read them in English because my Paraguayan is not very good, mate. All right.
No worries.
So the first question is from Vic, and Vic asks, what was your favourite moment of the 2024 season? Is that an obvious answer? Was it the feature race win?
It's not obvious, to be honest, because all of the moments were really special to me. The Imola podium, because it was my very first podium in F2, and I was never expecting that early. The sprint race win in Baku also, because Baku was a street circuit. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna win here, at least not my rookie year. And then first win coming there, and then the feature race win in Abu Dhabi. I don't know. It's all of these moments are really special, but I think I would probably go with the feature race win in Abu Dhabi, because it's just a perfect way to end the season. And I mean, it was just a clean race and pure fighting with Bortoleto and Martins, and was quite challenging for me because I know Martins was almost into my DRS, and I knew that if he would have been in my DRS, the race would have been a lot more difficult. And always staying in this gap of seconds to Martins was really, really nice. And I think, yeah, it was just a clean race. And actually, I didn't even know that I was first. I was like, all right, I must be top 3 or something, because if I have Bortolet and Martins around me, I'm probably in a good position. But I didn't know that I was first, because I think I got confused with Isaac Hedja, that was actually lapped
He was a
car.
lap down, yeah.
And he was like in front of me. I was like, all right, okay, Hedja must be first and Bortoleto third or something like this. I was like, oh, I'm probably P2 or something, you know. But I didn't know that Hedja stalled, because there were so many Red Bull cars on the last season. I just didn't know anymore who was who. And, you know, so yeah, it was just unexpected. Then suddenly my engineer tells me, you did it, P1. I'm like, what? P1? Really crazy. So yeah, this for sure I think was the highlight of my season last year.
Was it in your mind? Obviously, Bortoleto and Hadjar fighting for the title, both off to F1 next season. You're in the middle of those two. As you said, you thought that Isaac was leading the race. Was that in your mind, thinking, I don't want to get in the middle of the title battle? Or were you just thinking, full send, I want to win the race?
Yeah, I was like, okay, this is interesting. But then I was like, okay, I'm just going to do my race, you know, I'm just going to do my best, and let's see how it goes. I was not thinking about, should I leave Bortoleto by? Should I defend or straight? I was like, I'm just gonna do my race like any other race, and if they overtake me or not, I don't know. So I was just doing literally my race and then see how the result was.
Yeah, fair enough. Next question. Celine asked, what have you learned about yourself and the sport since you started racing in Formula 2?
Many things. First of all, that I can really do it, that I can really be the quickest guy on track, because like I said to you, from the regional season for me was really tough. I didn't know if it was me, if it was the car, whatsoever. Later on, we discovered that there were some issues we couldn't fix on the car, which was out of our control. And then on the F2 season, I just realized, yeah, I can do it. I mean, I just recovered more of my faith, because, yeah, with the good results, I was like, okay, I mean, the car's feeling good, and I'm driving as I was also driving last year. I mean, I didn't change a lot of my driving approach, and suddenly it's working now, you know. So I learned this, that I can for sure be on the top. I can for sure be on the quickest guys. And also, I just learned to how do you say, to keep pushing and just to believe, you know, like just believe big and just keep pushing and just working day by day. I mean, at the end, I was not trying to focus too much on the future, but I was focusing more like on day by day, you know, doing my best now, doing my best each lap, and then just let the result come by itself. But many things. For sure, it was a really great season where I could learn a lot and grow a lot. And these are some of the things I think I learned the most.
And all of those learnings as we move into 2025 could be critical, right? You're going to be the better version of yourself, I guess. Is going into 2025, is this the best version of Josh Dürksen we've ever seen?
I think so, yes. I hope so. That's my target. I'm working hard on beating myself day after day and getting better. And for sure, this will be a really important season. And for sure, I'm aiming to show my best Joshua Dürksen my whole career.
Love that. Good. The attitude. You've obviously stayed with AIX for 2025 and continued that relationship. How important is continuity in Formula 2? And do you think staying with the team will benefit you, knowing them so well like you do this season?
I think it's really important, because like this, from day one, I don't start like from zero. I start already with a baseline. I start already with people I know, with how the car works, with how the team works. So it's just like we're like one step in front, let's say, yeah. And especially like how the team and was evolving last year. I think if we can keep with this progress and development we have been doing like last year, I think then this year can be really beneficial for us because, like I said, we can continue from where we finished last year in Abu Dhabi. So this is for sure a big advantage, I would say, because like this we can be straight on pace and just continue working and finding stuff out that we wanted to try last year.
If you're continuing how you left off in 2024, you're winning every race this season, right? So it's
that's the target, though.
love that. Was it always going to be AIX in 2025? Was there a point where it might have looked like you were going to do something else, be with a different team in Formula 2, or was it always AIX? I mean, ultimately, AIX are building a really great project, and then the team, as you just said, are moving in the right direction, right?
Yeah, no, it was always AIX. We didn't even try contacting other teams because with the progress we were seeing, I was feeling also really comfortable with the guys and with how the team was evolving, and they were quite happy with me as well. So we just said straight away, okay, let's continue for 2025.
Yeah, definitely. No, that sounds good. I can't see who's asked this question, but someone has asked, how do you think the car is going to be this season compared to last season?
Car was going to be quite the same. I mean, there were just some little rule changes on what you can do on the car, but the car is still the same. I mean, we don't have any new aero package or anything new. So it's the same car, just with some various small different setup regulations, let's say. So I think the car will feel pretty much the same as last year. To be honest, I'm not expecting anything big. I mean, we tested it already last year in the postseason test, and to be honest, it felt quite the same. So I'm just expecting it to feel as last year.
Same as last year. Interesting. Benja asks, do you think you can fight for the championship this year? In Paraguay, we support and love you so much.
Great. Thanks. Yeah, I think yes. I mean, like I said to you, I don't want to say now like some people say like I will win the championship, I must win, blah blah blah. I'm like, I think I know I can do it, but I know all the other drivers are extremely good, so I know that they also can win it. But I'm quite sure that I can do it. But so therefore, I have to really perform race by race, and I will just try to give my best. And I know if I make it right, and if I'm able to really give my best race after race, then for sure I'm quite sure that I can win the championship and be there. But for sure, I'm quite sure top 5 for sure. Win the championship or top 3 is my goal.
Top 3. Interesting. Okay. I can tell in the way that you're talking, between this time last year and now, you're so much more confident and so much more. I can feel that. Is that how you're feeling as well? You're going into this season. You've got a year under your belt. How Formula 2. How the car is going to feel. You just seem so much more confident.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this last year helped me a lot to just learn a lot, grow a lot, and also just have a good baseline, good knowledge of what I can expect this year. It's not anything, let's say, fully new anymore for me, because I know how the procedures are, I know how the championship works, I know the tracks, I know the car. So for sure it's a much better baseline I'm having to start the season. So, and yeah, with the results I had last year, I'm quite sure I can be there on top again. But like I said, I won't just believe it and not do the work, but I will believe it and do the work to really make it happen.
Yeah, definitely. Elias asks, when will we have your merch in Paraguay? Have you not got merch in Paraguay, Josh? I thought you would have merch already.
Yeah, we wanted to do last year, but we got some issues and it was not possible. But we are really working on it to get it soon. I hope we can get it for the first race. That's the target, but I can't tell a lot more, but that's the target. So the people can be sure that there will be some merch this year for sure. So I hope it's coming for the first race.
Great, Elias, there's your answer. Got some merch on the way, hopefully. Josh, if you want to promote your merch on Inside F2, then feel free to get in contact with us. We can maybe I'll put a little Josh Dürksen.
Yeah, sounds good, huh? Sounds good.
Love it. Well, listen, we had so many questions come in about Formula 1. Richard asked, which team are you going to race for in Formula One if you arrive in that category? I know you can't answer that question because you simply just don't know, and that's not not necessarily the what's going on right now, right? But is Formula One still the goal? Is that still what you're striving for? Yeah, talk to us about Formula One.
Yeah, totally. I mean, F1 is my dreams since child, and I'm in F2 now, so I'm just one step away. But this step is a really big step. But still, it's the closest I've been now, and for sure, I'm like, with all the years of hard work I've done, I just want to really make it worth it, and I want to reach F1. And coming back to your question, if I can race in any F1 team, I will be more than happy, I mean, I'm not like, no, I'm not gonna race F1 if I have to drive with this team. No, I mean, as long as you can give me an F1 car, mate, I'm sending it. I don't care, I just want to be an F1. I just want to make my dream come true, and for sure be there many years and make a great career. But yeah, I want to start with F1, and that's why this year is also gonna be really important for this, because it's my second year, and if I can make a good role, this will for sure help to increase my chances to maybe get a seat in F1.
Matthew asks, is your goal to be signed to an F1 academy by the end of the season?
Not really.
No?
Not really, because I think the F1 teams nowadays, they're looking more for really young drivers, more like go-kart drivers or drivers that are starting in Formula 4. And I'm in F2 now, so I don't think it makes a lot of sense to really go into an academy. So yeah, it's not really my goal. My goal is to enter F1 next year, but not through an academy.
The benefit of not being an academy means that you're available to all 10 teams, right? And you can kind of, if a seat comes up, then you can be a candidate for that seat, right?
Exactly. So actually, I have more options like this than if I'm in an F1 academy. So actually, I'm probably just gonna stay like this and hope that a door can open and I can be the one to have that seat.
Definitely. No, I love that. I want to talk about your teammate, Kian Shields. How's that relationship? Obviously, you had a couple of races with him at the end of last season. And how can you help him this year?
Yeah, well, no, Kian is a really cool guy. We have a good relationship. Of course, we didn't spend too much time together yet because we just had 2 race weekends together, a bit of the postseason test, and that's it. So not a lot of time spent together yet, but for sure a cool guy, and we have 0 issues. He's really cool. And how can I help him? I mean, I guess just with my experience, I can help him to step into the F2 better, like I did last year with Taylor. He helped me a lot as well, just to learn quicker and just to grow, just by being his teammate, not doing really anything special. So I think I've got a whole F2 year now, so I think I know more or less what I have to do in F2 to be quick. For sure, like this can help Kian as well, and just to get into speed with F2, because it took me a bit of time.
You're on the podium after 4 rounds. It didn't take that long.
Yeah, it's true. but still, until I got the sweet spot of the car, until I know 100% how the car works in every situation, it was like half season. Like until I know exactly perfectly how the car has to be driven or how the car reacts in each situation. So yeah, I just hope that Kian can now, with my experience in F2 and with the help I can give him, that he can really just get into speed really quickly in F2 and of course have great results together.
I don't know whether you had these conversations yet. It might be one that you have in pre-season, but have the team set any targets for this year? Have they said we want to finish in the top 5 of the teams championships, for example, or is that not a conversation that's been had yet?
No, I think the team is quite sure that we can win the championship.
Win the championship, yeah?
Yeah. The sporting director, he's like, Josh, we have to win this year. I know we can do it. Come on, we have to, So for sure, they are more than motivated. And I think they also know that we can do it. We are still low-key, but like, how do you say low-key? Yeah, low-key or?
You're the underdogs. You're the underdogs, yeah?
Yeah, we don't want to believe ourselves as kings now, we keep it low and we just do our work and see what comes out. But for sure, they know internally that we are able to, that we have the potential to do it.
Definitely. Yeah, you're humble team, humble drivers, and keep working hard and see where this goes. Nice. I like it. A few fun questions then to finish off. So TM Deep Owl 277 says, "Hi Joshua, do you have any secret skills, and do you use them in your career?"
Secret skills. I would say I know how to juggle.
Okay.
I can do some good tricks. So if motorsport doesn't work, I have a plan B already.
I can't see you juggling in the car whilst you're driving. I think that's too much, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but I usually do it on the warm up. I know how to juggle. I know how to do many tricks. Another secret skill, what is it? I think I'm really organized. Like I like to have everything organized and it's in its place and look everything good. I don't know. I think that's also a secret.
Yeah, superpower in itself.
Yeah, secret power. What else? I'm thinking. I think mostly that.
Yeah. They're good though. They're good to have,
Yeah.
Well, definitely the organisation. That's a good skill to have, and that the second part of TM Deepal's question is around that. Does it help you in your career? Surely being organised that helps you, right? Being organised is going to help you on race weekends.
Yeah, for sure, a lot. I mean, being organized, this for sure helps me to, first of all, have a clear schedule of what I have to do in each time, and it just doesn't stress my mind, because I know what I have to do. It's like, okay, this and this and this and this, so it's everything organized. I don't need to stress myself like, oh, I need to do this, and what about the time? Is it gonna work or not? And the same with the juggling. It just helps me a lot also for the warm up, for the races, just to warm up my mind, to warm up like my hand and eye coordination and just everything in my mind. So this for sure helps me a lot on my career.
Yeah, definitely. No, I love that. Ivan asks, when are you going to bring the car to do donuts in Paraguay?
That would be a really cool thing to do, to be honest. We wanted to do it some time ago, but we just didn't manage it. So it's for sure an idea we have, and it would be really cool to someday do it. I'll push my team to maybe see if we can do it this year, because that would be really cool. I mean, imagine bringing a Formula car to Paraguay and make donuts. That would be really cool.
You have so much support in Paraguay, don't you? We've seen it in the last year or so on the Inside F2 channels, the Paraguayan fans, coming in and talking about how great you're doing. It must be amazing to have an entire country behind you, cheering you on and motivating you every weekend, right?
It's really great. I mean, it's really great. It just makes me really happy because for sure, motorsport is tough, and just to feel the support of the people just really helps you and keeps you motivated to keep pushing, because if you read the messages, like I would say 90% of them are positive. And I think that's a really great percentage of positive messages. And this just makes me always smile, like even on tough days, the people still write like, no worries, keep pushing, you can do it, you showed it before, blah, blah, blah. So like, I see it and it's like, yeah, okay, come on, let's keep going, and it's just really nice. Just really nice to have the whole support of the Paraguayan people.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just reading my phone. I've been told to ask you about the ice bath situation in Baku. Do you want to tell us about that, Josh? What happened there?
The ice bath situation.
Yeah, in Baku. Is there something that happened? Is there an ice bath situation in Baku?
Yeah, so it was really funny because I remember in
Can you
Baku.
guess who that's from, by the way? Can you guess who that question's from?
From Norman. Yeah, I knew it. That was really funny because in Baku we arrived there and I always have my ice bath with me just to cool down after the races and just recover quicker. And I remember like no one was finding ice. Like we were looking everywhere. Nobody could buy ice. Like nobody had it. And then somehow like we had a driver which was taking us on that weekend because it was from the embassy of Paraguay and Turkey that sent us like a personal driver, and he somehow found ice, and then suddenly I was the only driver that was having ice, like 20 kilos of ice or something, and everybody was looking at us and asking, where did you find the ice? And everybody was jealous, like I was the only guy of the 20 drivers that had the ice, and I could actually recover well. And it was just really funny to see, like, it was like you never saw such a valuable ice, And that race weekend, that ice was really valuable. It was worth a lot of money, I guess.
But yeah, Baku's hot, right? So
Yeah,
everyone was crying out for a bit of ice. No, love that. Nice,
that
good
was
stuff.
really cool.
R_83 says, "What advice would you give to the young people in Paraguay?" I guess that's a general question, to be fair, rather than a motorsport question. Have you got any Josh Dürksen inspirational quotes for the young people in Paraguay?
Yeah, let's see if I can do some. I'm not as good as Kobe Bryant on doing inspirational quotes or as Michael Jordan, but I would just say really dare to dream big, sorry. Dare to dream big and just really keep the faith and keep working hard and just go step by step and give your best every day. I mean, try to beat yourself every day. Be better than the day before. I think that's the main key. Not to compare yourself against others, because this is quite dangerous and this can really just actually hurt you even more and just stop your progress. So really be focused on just being a better person day by day and just focusing on that, and you will see that automatically the result will come. Don't be really, for sure you need to have a big goal, but from this big goal you need to have mini goals to be able to reach this big goal. So have this big goal, but then focus on really accomplishing the mini goals, and then suddenly you will automatically see that you reach the big goal. And the most important thing is just to keep pushing and being perseverant. This was an example of, I think it was Kobe Bryant. He was telling like, even if you improve just a little bit, and you do a little bit more than the others, and you add this in 5 years, your progress will be a lot bigger than the other guys. Or like, it doesn't help anything just to like train hard or do a lot of stuff one day and then being inconsistent and not doing it for 1 week and then coming back again. And so your progress in 5 years won't be really big. It will still be the same. But if you improve a little bit day by day, even if it's just a little bit, at the end of the day, it's like a big improvement. So the perseverance thing is incredibly important, I would say, for the young people, just to really reach their goals.
Keep persevering, keep working hard. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Final question. Listen, we would have loved to have read, we had pages and pages of questions. We would have loved to have read them all out, but we're going to go final question. This one's from Nahili, who says, "Please, can you send me a greeting? I admire you a lot." So, Josh, can you say a shout out to Nahili?
Nahili, okay. Thanks, Nahili, for your support. I send you a big hug, kind regards, and just appreciate your support.
There you go, Nahili. Making dreams come true on Inside F2. Listen, that's all we got time for today. Josh, before we go, do you have a message for your fans ahead of the 2025 season?
Yeah, so keep supporting me, keep watching what I'm doing. I'm quite sure this will be a great year, and I would really love that you can accompany me in this year and be part of this journey, because I'm quite sure this will be a really special one.
Thanks, Josh. Listen, from all of us here at Inside F2, we wish you the very best of luck for the season as well. And there's lots more coming up from us before the season starts, including our pre-season podcast. We got our pre-season prediction podcast, which I know you guys at home always enjoy listening to, and I know we get them wrong an awful lot as well. So I'm sure there'll be more wrong predictions this year. And we've also got an interview coming up with Sebastian Montoya as well. So you know what to do. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Make sure you're subscribed. But yeah, from me, Fraser Ford, and all of us at Inside F2, we'll see you next time.